In this module, we're going to be talking about VisionREZ structure framing. We're going to continue in the wall framing panel. We have a couple of tools that we did not show previously. So we're going to talk about cabinet blocking and wall blocking and single blocking. So if we talk about the cabinet blocking, we have a configuration called segmented flat. And to take a look at that configuration this is just the name that I named it. What is actually going on is the blocking category is segmented, or it could be let in. Segmented is the type that we're going to be using. The orientation of the block could be flat on edge or staggered. And material, typically it would always be 2x4 scrap. And then on our configurations of where that blocking goes in orientation with cabinet is usually 3 inches above or 3 inches below that cabinet. So here are the configurations, and we're going to just say close from here. Now we have different types of way of adding the material. We can do multiple, and that would be if I said OK, I could then select just the cabinets that I want. We can have all in view, so it would put cabinets in everywhere that you would have, and by room. I would prefer to do by room because I'm going to put blocking for a cabinet that a medicine cabinet that we have inside of here, and I'm also going to put cabinetry blocking here also. So I'm going to say OK. You notice when I do that, it puts in the red lines. And what that does is it just tells the framing engine to look for this area and only put blocking where these lines are. So there's no pickup for the medicine cabinet. It's automatically going to frame that for us, so you don't see any red lines for that. But we do need to pick and add a piece of blocking for the towel bar. So if we go over here to blocking and do single blocking, I do get the choice of doing segmented, flat, or it could be the other two as well, but I just want a piece of flat. If I say OK and just pick the item that I want to do and say finish, it's going to add that for us. Now before I started this project, I went back and unframed it because we have to actually have these lines in here beforehand so we can frame it. So I'm going to select the entire project and frame the walls, and that's when the backing will show up. Now that we have everything framed, we're going to switch over to the 3D framing view, and we can see our color-coded framing with our backing in the back as the pink blocking is where it needs to be. So it's at the height that we told it to be. It is flat and it is also staggered. So everywhere a cabinet goes in this kitchen, you see there's blocking plus the line representing where the blocking should go. And there's a tool that I want to show you, and it's going to be first I want to just isolate something. So I'm going to isolate this one wall. This is the bathroom wall that had the towel bar that got the blocking. Now we're going to use the VisionREZ direct shape extend, trim or extend tool that we have. We're going to pick the object that we want to extend to. Then we need to pick the face that we want to extend to. Now we pick the object. So now that's how our tool works, and we can do multiple if we had two sitting on top of here, or we could just extend on as far as we needed to. So it works just like the modify, trim and extend, but it's only our purpose for using this is for direct shapes only. There's one more tool that we need to take a look at, and that's detail beams. So we need to get to a plan that has that open. So here's our plan with all our framing showing, and what this is going to do is put the marked beams on top of everything. So it's just a little bit of detail added. And let's choose detail beams. Now we can see all our members have now an X on top of it, and really what it did, it just went and put lines on top of those. It's a little bit easier on the eyes. You know exactly what you're looking at. You can see our material that we did for our backing. You can see that in the wall. In this location you cannot see it because the cut plane is a little bit lower. So if we wanted to do that, we could do a region and drop that region just a little bit lower or higher so we could pick up the blocking there.